once again, we find ourselves along Kiambu Road, which is a quite sought out area based on all the inquiries we get. And you cannot fail to understand why. The convenience and proximity, not forgetting the security of this location. Well, the specs on the house, it is a 4-bedroom main house with a staff quarters, 2 studios in the guest wing, and a separate 2-bedroom guest house, all standing on a half-acre plot. Let's get the show started so that we can see what this property is all about. Family and friends, welcome to today's episode, and let's get the show started. You have your cabro paved parking and lush greenery garden on this side. We are going to talk about that later. You have your gazebo there. It's a nice place to relax, chill
and even
out.
When you have friends coming over,
Exactly.
like they don't have to interrupt the family. You can just stay there, have some drinks, and have some fun with them.
I can see myself staying there till the wee hours of the morning. And coming to this other side, you have your gatehouse with 2 washrooms, ladies and gents. And I like that because the owner was telling us that when they were opening this house, they hosted over 400 people in this property. Can you believe it?
It's hard to believe because you think that this grounds will not accommodate that, but the number of people that can accommodate it might actually surprise you.
Yes, she was actually telling us that this parking lot can host 14 cars.
Yes.
And it did fit on that day.
And they did fit on that day.
And then, of course, with the 2 washrooms, it is, I mean, it's convenient.
Yeah.
It adds as a plus instead of hiring those
the portable toilets.
I really don't like them.
Yeah.
I never use them. Every time I go to a function and I see them, I have to go look for the bush. So.
How amazing it is to be a man.
Oh my. No, sometimes you know it's not a good thing.
But you know, ladies can't afford that luxury.
I know.
Yeah,
so having these two, I'm just trying to show you how this is such a very good thing to have.
Yes.
And next to it, you have the gate. This is still work in progress. There's still a lot of things they're doing. For example, they're going to automate this. And as we're shooting this, we have stopped the guys who are painting the gate.
Yes.
They're actually waiting for us on the other side so that they can continue with the job.
Yeah, they're waiting for us to get done with this part.
And coming to this other side, you have your 2-bedroom guest house. Let's have a look quickly. You have a lawn space over there.
I love that they included this here for the guest.
I know. And we're going to talk about this grass when we get to the other side. One of my most favorite things about this house. So welcome into this guest house. It's a 2-bedroom, as I mentioned. You have your living space over here, and you get enough natural lighting. You see the sun comes in easily. You have your dining area on this side, and on this side you have the 2 ensuite bedrooms, and you also have a cloakroom over here, or the common toilet. And on this other side you have your kitchen with the burners, the double sink, a proper one for that matter. And I mean, Willis, I feel like I can actually live in this house.
I can definitely live in this house. This is one of those houses you can even sublet it to someone and they won't invade your privacy because you know it's right.
Last week we toured a property that we said it's profit making. So you can say that this property could be front making,
Yes,
profit making. Profit making. So before I forget, you have your gas over there, and that is where you hang your clothes, your laundry area. And the owner was telling us that if you wanted, you can add a screen plate over here to sort of give this person the privacy when they're hanging out in their garden.
Yes, a CNC.
Yeah, CNC. It would actually look nice with that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, so that they can get the privacy they want if you are subletting it.
Yes. I'd actually do a CNC, then add planters.
Oh yes, along the CNC.
Perfect.
Amazing.
So it's such a good thing to have. I think this is very ideal.
And how much do you think it will let for if you...
For this one? So this is considering the location of this place and the space that you have in there. We're talking about 150,000. And yeah, because as you said, if you tell someone you live in this estate, it's a good thing, man. So,
it's a good thing.
So, and it's a good space as well. So over here, you have your pivoted steel door, and we are used, or rather accustomed to seeing pivoted wooden doors. But today we have the opportunity of seeing a steel one.
Which is quite amazing and interesting, because for me, just by the look of it, I had to touch and knock it so that I can ascertain myself that it's...
Even me, I was like, is this wood painted to look like steel? But it's actually steel. And the door opens to this double volume foyer. This is such a good thing. And the owner explained to us how in the future, you know, people like to add a lift in their house, those vacuum lifts, the circular ones. And they don't take much space. You can actually see how it would fit properly over here. And you still have a lot of room within the foyer. So, and it will then land on your, it is well thought out.
Your first floor landing, it's, you know, it's just a place where you can comfortably land from a lift. It doesn't feel squeezed. And I like the fact that they have a huge flowing foyer from the door all the way to the staircase.
And coming to this other side, you have the number one common washroom on this side, and on this other side you have what you'd call like a cloakroom space, where you can hang your coats, your bags, and your shoes over here. I like that you don't have shoes on the foyer area. It's very clean, neat, and maybe the only thing that you can add there is a table to place the keys and so on, or just for decoration. And then the shoes over here. And I can see you have skaters in this house. That's a good thing. And coming to this side, you have these two doors, but we're going to talk about them later on and see the magic about them. Then you have your staircase over there, and coming to this side, you have your living space. But before you talk about the living space, you have this space that can act as a reading nook. This is also one of my favorite places in this house. You can also use it as a pajama lounge. That's why you don't even need a TV over here. It's just a conversational center.
And I like the fact that when you get in there, the acoustics change. You can't even feel the echo.
It's very quiet over here. It's very cool. And Nairobi is extremely hot despite the rains.
Quite the ideal place for a reading nook.
And you have speakers on the ceiling, integrated in the ceiling, just in case. Nice lighting. I can imagine at night how this lighting would create that ambience for just conversations and chilling out. And you have a double-sided fire space, which is still working in place. So you wanted to say something.
You know, I was just talking about how they used ambient lighting instead of a huge light.
That looks really nice. And moving on to this other side, you have your living space, quite expansive, and I like how it is well spread out. Things are not too close to each other, so you feel that space. And you have your TV on this side, so there's still a lot of work that they're doing with this property, so the TV can be hang on the wall. You don't have to have it. You don't have to have a TV table over here.
There's actually a wall bracket. That I saw. You can lower your TV from a height. Whenever whenever you want to watch it, you can lower it down if it's above your fireplace.
Wow, that's actually very nice.
I would definitely go for that TV bracket
for such a space. Would fit perfectly. And showing on the TV is one of the properties that you have toured. Nice.
I think this is one of my best properties we have toured.
Ever toured. I was with a client there the other day, and I was like, wow, I need to sell this house. It's about time. So coming to this other side, I like that they have this. I'm a lover of these hanging chairs. So they're always cozy.
Good. I understand you even have one at your place.
Yes. I love them, and I make the best use of it in the evenings. So and then you have these doors that open fully to your side yard. And how beautiful is this side yard? The grass, it feels like a carpet.
It feels like a carpet. I think this is one of the things that when we entered in this property, you're like, oh my God, the grass.
It looks amazing. I'm so glad she has done this. And talking about taking a beating from the sun, you can imagine that she has a lot of water to water this, but you still, this grass requires a lot of work to look like this. But it is giving. You know how they say, like, relationships is a work. But it is giving. You put in the work, you see the fruits. Like, this is so nice than just having cabros. I see sometimes people want to put cabro everywhere because it reduces the costs. But I'm willing to bear the cost and just to enjoy this. You have your gazebo over there, so you can just walk straight there. And if you want to walk around the house, you can easily do that. And then you have this area where it's covered, and I like that they used grass so that you can sort of get a lot of natural light coming in. Therefore, it doesn't darken your interiors. You still get the same amount of sunlight that you could get, and it extends all the way to this other side. This is a spacious patio area. Earlier on, you were having some drinks over here.
Some drinks over there.
So we actually made good use of this area.
And I can see how we can use that as an external dining area.
Exactly. You can have a very nice dining table section over here and enjoy it. And then you have these doors again that open to this side, and you have a huge space between your dining and your living space. And really, so what would you do with this? Like, I'm thinking you can do that football. It's called football.
Oh, football.
Football.
Yes.
I could probably have that.
Have a football here. That's a nice idea.
Yes, it would be a good thing. Just make use of this space.
And then it won't block the exit and the entrance because it's
small enough.
It definitely works.
It would work perfect. Then on this side, you have your dining area, and your dining is quite spacious. You get this is a table for 8. You can even do a table for 10 if you wanted. You still have enough space. And in case you're wondering where their sink is,
before you go all the way to that side, I wanted to suggest, you see how the house we toured in Lavington, they had a separation over here. Yes, I would definitely use something like that to create a separation. So that when people are eating here,
they don't get distracted.
In case you have guests there.
Makes a lot of sense. It's something that you can play around with and see what would work best for your separation, as you're saying. To create that break those spaces.
Definitely.
And coming to this other side, you have a space for, this is what they use as their shoe rack, making good use of the space beneath your staircase. Then you have your vanity area. So in case you have guests, this is where you can wash your hands if you're eating there.
Can you please open the faucet for me?
You really want me to suffer? I'm assuming it's something like
this.
I got it.
It's such a beautiful faucet.
It is. I not even paid attention to that. For noticing that. This is cool, guys. So cool faucet. And on this other side, you have your second common washroom.
And I hear the Americans call it a half bath.
It is a half bath. Because you only have the toilet. And this door opens to the theater room, and that is why you actually have that half bath over there. And this is a perfect space. I can see how I would make good use of this space. I just add acoustics on the wall, and have a very nice screen over here. And have a, what is it called?
Projector dropping down from the ceiling. They even have sockets in the ceiling.
I noticed. I'm like, they thought this through.
But you remember the house we saw in, was it Karen? It was Karen, yes. It had a home theater. And the home theater had a projector that was just mounted on the TV.
Yes, I remember.
I would definitely
so you can
use
also use that one. You actually, instead
of the
drop down. And I've seen all those projectors being advertised a lot. So it's an easier option in case of you don't have something dropping off your roof, your ceiling. And I'm sure people are wondering where this door leads. So let's just walk through. So these are some of the 2 doors that I told you they are mysterious. So we are back to the foyer. That is where you have your main entrance and your powder room on that side. Then you have your staircase over here. But follow me to this side. We are still not done with the first floor.
I like the fact that they use all wood on the floor.
Yes.
And because, this part of Kiambu Road, Kiambu Road gets
a bit chilly. Yeah?
Yes,
especially in July.
Yeah.
So it's nice that they went with wood and it looks well. It's nicely done. Yeah?
Yes, and very practical as well.
Yes. So I stopped here because I wanted people to see the serving point for the dining area.
Yeah.
And these cabinets also open on the other side. Very well done, very thoughtful. Yeah. And they were talking about privacy that Willis was explaining. That is why you have this wall over here, just so that when people at least are serving, they get a bit of privacy from the living space. Yes. And coming to this other side, you have your kitchen space. This kitchen is big, and Willis is very, very happy today.
Definitely. Everyone knows in this show, whenever we come across something like this, I'm a happy man.
So you have a functional island.
Yeah.
Comes with burners and a sink for washing your vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fully functional,
Yes.
The only thing that they haven't done is
the hood.
Yeah, the hood.
Yeah.
But they already even have a provision for that. So it was just, like we said, the house is still under
work in progress.
Yeah. So these are something that they can install easily because there's a provision there.
Exactly.
Yes.
And on this side, I'm very happy because they have a proper double sink. That means they have 2 drying racks and a sizable window over there, tons of natural lighting. Your space extends on this side, you get more counter. I mean, this kitchen has so much workspace.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And where is the idea that they wanted to do here?
Oh yes, they wanted to put a curved lounge chair there so that they can have a breakfast setup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like those ones you see in Java.
Yes,
I'm
like
sure
those ones you see.
For
yeah, definitely. Or even just photos so that they can understand what you mean.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a round table to go with.
That would be so nice.
That would be so nice.
Yeah.
That's a very unique idea we haven't seen in many homes in Kenya.
Yeah,
but it's a nice idea.
It's a good thought.
Yeah,
for sure. And coming to this side, you have more burners. So this is where they have the hood. So this is what they're currently using. And this is actually a 5 burner. Then 4 burners there, more appliances on this side, space for your fridge, and you have your pantry over here, space for your freezer, and there's even a pantry within the pantry.
Yeah.
And the lady of the house explained to us why you have a pantry within the pantry.
Yeah.
And I would like to see if our viewers actually know, especially ladies, whether they know why you would need a pantry within a
pantry.
Yeah. I'll tell you, but tell us first what you think. Then you have this door that opens to this side where you have your staff quarter on that side. Very well done. I like that the staff can access their quarters from, they don't have to access the main house to access their quarters, and they get a lot of privacy. Behind here, you can't even tell that there's such a space over here.
Yes.
Yeah. So they get all the privacy, and on this side, you have your laundry area. And she was telling us that they are yet to set out the machine set because they have been lazy with the moving. And you can also use this as a service kitchen. That is why you have this double sink over here. Okay, and moving on to this side, you have another door here that opens to the store for the gardens, tools and everything. Because over here you have a small kitchen garden. You also have a borehole, and this borehole has there's a reservoir here for the water that you get from the borehole. About 60,000 liters.
Yes, they said 60,000 liters.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah. And the water here is soft water, the one that you get from borehole.
It's not like Kitengela water.
It's not like Kitengela water.
and you don't, it's funny enough, you don't have to dig that deep here, like some places.
Yeah, I think they went 70
or 70.
They said 60 or 70, yes.
Yeah. And I mean, the water that they get is a lot. That is the water they use to take care of their gardens.
Yeah.
But they have another tank over here for the fresh water, because this estate gets full-time supply of fresh water. So they use fresh water inside the house. Then this is just for their garden.
Yeah. I'd like to explain that there are 4 2,000 liters tank on the roof of the house. Yeah, so all this water gets pumped to the top of the house. And then they have separated tanks for the borehole water and the fresh water. Yeah, so they can use all that water without having to turn on the pump.
Things have been planned very well.
Yeah.
And unlike some places where you can hear pumps when you turn on the water,
yeah,
you actually don't hear the pump for that borehole when it's on.
Yes.
Yeah, it is very quiet, no noise from it. The fresh water uses gravity. That's how much, that's how good the pressure is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on this side, they have this passion fruit that I must point out. Guys, this is a non-acidic passion fruit. That makes me so happy because the one thing about passion fruits is that they have a high level of acidity.
Yeah.
So having a non-acidic passion fruit, I'm going to look for it.
I need to come back here when they are fully grown.
Yeah, someone went to Machakos and told us that there are so many passion fruits.
Yeah.
And we didn't even go for them. We keep saying that. And
you keep saying that you should go for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, you can actually walk back to the front of the property. That is the guest house that we toured. And this door opens to something amazing because this house gives you more than one guest space.
Yeah.
So you have a space over there that you can use as a storage area. Then you have this door that actually opens to the foyer space.
Yeah,
remember
to the
those
foyer of the
two
house.
doors I pointed about?
Yeah.
And said I would talk about it. So this is the second door. The other one goes to the movie theater.
Yeah.
So this comes to this space, and this means you can totally close off this space and people can access it from this side.
Yeah.
So you have Studio 1 over here. Welcome to Studio 1. Comes with banners over there, sink, and this is enough.
Definitely. This is more than enough.
Those of us who have stayed in bed sitters are like looking at this like heaven.
Yeah. So I think for us is enough, but for a person who can have 400 guests for their housewarming,
This probably wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, probably would be enough.
But it's good to have such a space.
Yeah.
And especially that it's, you have a separate entry to the main house. This is very genius. Huh?
Yes.
Then you have a full bathroom over here, and going on to this other side, you have this staircase. Let's see where it leads. Off the staircase landing, we move on to this side where we have studio number 2. So you don't only get one studio, you get 2.
Yeah.
And remember, you have a guest house over there.
Yes.
So this is another space that you can totally close off, and you're going to show you. So you can have this actually as a duplex as well.
Yeah.
In that what we saw downstairs could be the living space or the lounge space, and this as the bed space.
Yeah.
And this one also comes with a full bathroom on this side, the closet over here.
Yeah. The only downside is I don't have a kitchenette.
On this side.
Yeah. But I think you can even fit one at that wall.
You can if you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But on the upper hand,
Yeah.
they have a balcony to this side.
How amazing.
Yeah.
So these guys get a balcony over here, and it's facing your backyard.
Yes.
And I mean, the way this house is designed, I appreciate that there's no dark spaces. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Despite all these spaces.
Yeah, there's no dark spaces.
Yeah.
We have been in all spaces that are well lit.
Yes.
And even the rooms in the house,
Yeah.
you'll see that they are well lit.
Yes.
And you were saying something about having this place closed off.
That is why they have this metallic door, because you can actually close it. And now you have the first level of this house fully closed off to this space. That
Yes.
means this space can be used independently.
Yeah.
Remember, they have their own entrance down there. So once you close this off, the people here cannot access here.
Yes.
And then you can use that balcony, but they can't access this. Now let's go in so that we can see what this floor has to offer. Welcome to the study area, and we have actually seen how this space can be used. The owners of the house are just using this as a workspace right now.
Yeah, we had to evict them so that you can
film.
Yeah.
And your study opens to this other side, to your landing for the staircase. You have the staircase on this side, the foyer over there. Then you have 2 bedrooms on this side, a powder room serving this study area, and the family room that you're about to see. And talking of which, the way they have built this side is that you can actually, there's a house we toured in Kitsuru, and there's a space that was connected to the primary bedroom that we said could be used for a bodyguard, driver, or a caretaker.
Yeah.
So in this case, you can actually have your bodyguard or your caretaker or your driver using that space.
Yes.
And it would be easy for them to access, especially for a caretaker or a bodyguard. And it can also be an emergency exit.
Yes.
Yeah.
In case, maybe the government is trying to abduct you.
Yes. These things are tough. We have recently learned that they are state, what are they calling them?
State-sponsored abduction.
No, state interest versus public
interest. Yes.
As we are being re-educated. Badly re-educated.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bad joke actually. It's a very serious issue.
It's very serious.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it can be an emergency exit in such a scenario.
Yeah.
And coming to this other side, you have your family space. I like this back wall that they did. This looks nice and sort of tones down this space for a relaxation.
Yes.
For relaxation, that is.
Yeah, and actually it breaks the monotony of having a simple white color all around the property.
Yeah. So still work in progress. Don't mind what they have over here.
Yeah.
By the time you build this house to this level, you get to a point you're like, now it's one step at a time. Yeah? So this is the grass that covers the area that you see that entrance to your dining area. So that's why we had that patio that we are talking about, and it extends to this side. And I'm sure people are watching this and probably amazed that the spaces that have been made in this house. And there are many people who call us asking for plans of houses, and in case you're looking to build and you actually don't even know where to start, we have done that work for you in terms of data collection, in terms of architects and contractors, and you have a very good database from which you can call Ray and he'll take you through our consultancy process. And this is something that we're actually doing for some clients. We have clients in Kijani Ridge, and we have other clients, even Syokimau, where we have ongoing projects. I think it's time we've featured that project in Syokimau for people to see what is happening, and probably have the architect come on the show for people to understand how that process started and where we are.
Yes, we can definitely organize that for a future episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very important for people to know that we have actually visited the projects that these architects have done.
Yes.
And we have seen the workmanship.
Yes.
Even the contractors that we have on our database.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are people you can definitely trust to handle a project like that. Yeah.
And there's something for everyone. Yeah. So sometimes people want to buy plans online because it looks cheaper, but when you go to the ground, you realize that plan can't really work for your site. So having actually your tailor-made plan works better. It's therefore you don't have to be afraid. Actually, just make the call to even inquire and understand. Yeah. Then from there you can decide whether it's something that you can actually go through.
Yeah.
Yep. And going on to this other side, you have this door that opens to this bedroom, and I like how this side is carved. You get a lot of light coming in through these two windows. Then you have your closet space on this side, and from the closet space you have your washroom on the other side. Yeah.
Yes.
And that means that this bedroom shares the balcony with the family room. You have this door that opens back to the landing, and you have your powder area that I had mentioned. Then you have that cabinetry that acts as a storage area, and this door opens to a guest bedroom, or rather just another bedroom, and you have a window on that side, your closet space on this side. I like that this is hidden, and then you even have a sizable window for your closet space.
Yeah.
So you get light within this space.
Yeah. I think for me, my favorite thing about this bedroom is that they have recessed this entrance to the bathroom.
Yes.
So that you cannot see it right when you walk into the bedroom.
Exactly. Yeah. It is really well hidden.
Yeah.
Then you have the bathroom that Willis is talking about, and notice that they have tiled all the way to the top. Yeah. Those are some of the things we used to appreciate when we started the show. We no longer point them out. I think it's because we assume it should be just common knowledge to just have it tiled all the way to the top.
Yes. And most people actually tile all the way to the top.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice vanity area, water closet, and the shower area. And moving on to this side, we are going to walk all the way to the other side. And I didn't mention that how much I like this. I think it's really nice and well done.
Yes.
It looks very cool.
Yeah. Although I think for me, I would add an art piece there.
Over here?
Yeah, so that it can look like it was built for that art piece to be there.
It would look very nice.
Yeah.
I'll probably do away with this socket and have
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Maybe
The switch and the sockets will be on the side.
on the side. Yeah. Then you also have ambient lighting on your ceiling. Coming to this side. Space looks lovely. Again, wooden floor. They used a different design for the upper level to what they had on the lower level. And we are on the landing where we are talking about the foyer, double volume ceiling. And then where you can do that tube lift. I think it's called a tube lift.
It's called a tube lift.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that circular lift.
Then the one that uses vacuum.
Yes. So you land over here. Yeah, it would look nice. Perfect, doesn't take too much space. Then you have this door opening to another bedroom over here. You walk into your closet space on this side, your bathroom over there, in water closet, shower area, and vanity. And on this other side, you have your bed space. And looking nice, lovely mirror over there. You have a window, this one is front facing. Then you have a balcony on this side. And from the balcony, you can see the guest house on this side, Yeah. Space is nice.
Yeah, with a hidden roof,
With a hidden roof. The hidden roofs actually look nice. You would actually think it's a flat roof. Yeah, before you see it from up here. So you have this door that opens into the primary bedroom space. Again, still work in progress. Tons of natural light from these windows, your bed. This is a very spacious,
yes, it is. It is very spacious.
And I like how they sort of recessed this reading nook.
Yes, you can definitely have a sitting space there.
Yes.
Or even one that goes with the curve.
With the curve. Yeah. Probably do one with a curve and have like a bench over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you have your TV on this side. Nice mirror here. And you have your closet space. And I think in this house, this is one of those houses where I've seen they really did a lot of closet space. For the primary bedroom. So you have that on that side, then you have this on this side. So his can be this one, and hers can be that and that one. Yeah, probably will be enough. I don't know. Carry to this side, have your bathroom space. Again, still work in progress. So this is your double vanity. Mirror, of course, will be there for it to be a vanity. And then you have your water closet and the shower area on that side. And the shower space is, it's really big.
Yeah, it's huge. Spacious, I really appreciate how they managed to keep all the space there.
Yes.
However, I think the initial plan was to have one there, or even just the bathtub there.
The bathtub.
Yeah. But I think in my case, if we were to include a bathtub, I would have it all the way there where the shower is. And then
because of the window.
Yes, and then the window. And then we can have the shower there, and then push the vanity a little bit
side.
Yes, or even just move it to this other side where we have an empty wall.
Yes, there's a few things you can change around, play around with it, and it can all work perfect. Good point that you have raised over there. And moving back inside, it's a very spacious primary bedroom. You have your balcony space over here, and I like that in this case you get to see your front and your side yard.
Yes.
Very lovely, green everywhere. This is some of the best parts of Kiambu. Lovely place to be. Your balcony extends all the way to that side. Really, so what else do you want to add about this house?
It's good, very functional.
Yes.
It's a huge house, although it doesn't look like it's a huge house from, when you look at it at face value.
Yes.
Yeah, and the spaces are, they merge well, it's connected well.
I think the way they made this house is such that the facade faces the side.
Yes.
So when you come in, you might think it's just not a big house.
Yeah.
But when you're on this side, that's when you get to appreciate how the house looks.
Yeah.
It is well done. And for sure, I can see, earlier on, we're actually doing the math and trying to see the valuation. And we realized that actually it's a perfect number. Because when you're talking about the valuation of the house, you have to consider the BQ. You have to, before you get the BQ, you consider the land price, then the BQ, then the time taken to construct, all that effort, not just physical, but even mental, and so on. So guys, with that, we are done with today's episode. And if you haven't subscribed, please, we would like to request you to subscribe. Actually check if you have subscribed. Just, you might not have. You might be watching this show for a while and think you have, but maybe you haven't. So especially people who watch on TV, just get on your phone and consider subscribing. Thank you so much and have a good time. Bye bye.